Dear students, I welcome you all for the online science class. Today we are going to see our first lesson, nutrition in plants. In this lesson, we are going to learn about the plant nutrition, photosynthesis, nitrogen fixation, and other modes of nutrition like symbiotic, parasitic, insectivorous, and saprophytic nutrition. The first topic we are going to see is nutrition. All the living things need nutrients for their survival. It obtains the nutrients from the daily diet, which contains carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. The process or the phenomenon of obtaining nutrients from the food is called nutrition. There are two kinds of organisms based on their mode of nutrition. One is autotrophs and another one is heterotrophs. The mode of nutrition is simply means the way of getting nutrition. For example, whether it is preparing their own or obtaining from other sources. Let's see the autotrophs. Autotrophs are the organisms which can make their own food by using the simple substances present in their surroundings. For example, plants preparing food by the use of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide in their surroundings through the process called photosynthesis. Some bacteria, unicellular algae, and most plants are the examples of autotrophs. Next one is heterotrophs. These are the organisms which obtain nutrition from the other living organisms. They fully depend on other organisms for their food. All the animals, fungi, most microorganisms, and few kinds of plants are the heterotrophs. The next topic which we are going to see is photosynthesis. It's simply the process of synthesizing food. Most of the plants having an ability to prepare the food through the photosynthesis. It is a complex set of chemical reaction. In this process, light energy is converted into chemical energy. Here the light energy is sunlight and the chemical energy is considered to be as a food which they prepared. In this process, water and carbon dioxide combine to form the sugar and oxygen in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Now we are going to see about the leaves in which the photosynthesis takes place. All the living organisms are made up of the cells, likewise the plants. Photosynthesis occurs in the cells which is present in the leaves. The leaves are very thin and flat, hence the sun rays can easily penetrate through them. A tiny structure called chloroplast, which is present in the leaves, contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, is a major reason of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll traps the energy from sunlight and uses it to prepare the food. Some plants have leaves with a different color also have a green pigment called chlorophyll, but there the chlorophyll is masked by the pigments of different colors. Next one is carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide present in the air enters to the leaves through the tiny pores called stomata. Roots absorb the water and transport it to the other parts of plants through the bundle of tubes called xylem. It forms a network of tubes from the roots to leaves. Food in the form of sugar transported to all the parts of the plant by a network of tubes called phloem. We can see the network of leaf veins when we observe the leaves, which is because of the presence of phloem and xylem. Here the equation of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide plus water gives glucose plus oxygen in the presence of energy obtained from the sunlight. The oxygen produced during this process is released through the stomata and mixes with the air. This is how the plants releasing oxygen. Finally, the sugar is produced in the leaves are converted into starch and stored in different parts of plants like seeds, stems, leaves, roots, etc. Dear students, I hope you have understood the topics. We will see the remaining topics in our next class. Thank you. Have a happy learning.